Good morning, 3A scholars and parents. I hope you are well today. This video is on lesson 11.3, and hopefully by today, Wednesday, you will have received your math books in the mail. They may be coming today. You may not have them yet, but hopefully by today you will have them. If you don't have them yet, then you're not going to be able to complete these pages until you get the math books. So watch this video as soon as you get those math books so you can do these pages. So let's get into lesson 11.3, which is on finding unknown side lengths. Okay, so this is still a lesson on perimeter. So our question asks us, how can you find the unknown length of a side in a plane figure when you know its perimeter? Okay, so we're trying to find the unknown length of the side, but we do know the perimeter, and we're going to show you how you can figure out what it is. So this question says that Chen has 27 feet of fencing to put around his garden. He has already used the lengths of the fencing shown. How much fencing does he have left for the last side? So this is Chen's garden right here. We know that one side is 5 feet, another side is 3 feet, this side is 7 feet, this side is 4 feet, but we don't know what letter N, how long this is. But we can figure it out because we do know how long his garden is in all, and that's 27 feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of these sides together, and they have to equal 27. So this number added to all of these numbers will give us an answer of 27. To find this, we're going to write an equation for the perimeter. So our equation is going to be 5 plus 3 plus blank plus n plus 27. And we can fill in these blanks with, so 5 is here, 3 is here. So this is going to be 7, okay? And this is going to be 4. All right. And what we can do is we can add those numbers together. So 5 plus 3 is going to be 8, plus 7 is 15, plus 4 is 19. We know all of those sides added together are going to be 19. So 19 plus n equals 27. So to figure out how long n is we need to take our big number, which is 27, and subtract our small number, which is 19, which they're doing right here. So 27 minus 19 gives us an answer. We solve that. 27 minus 19. So 7 minus 9, we can't do that. We're going to have to borrow. We're going to make this a 1. We're going to make this a 17. Now we can solve. 17 minus 9 is 8. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So our answer is 8. So we know that Chen has 8 feet of fencing left. N is going to equal 8. So what we're doing is we're adding all the sides we know together, then subtracting them from how long it is in all to find our missing side. So here we're trying to find the perimeter of the figure below that is 24 meters. So we know we have a side of 1, 6, 2, 7, and 5, but we don't know what W is. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of these numbers together, and they have to equal 24. Okay, so let's fill these numbers in. I have a visitor who'd like to join us. Here she is. Here's Colby. So we're going to do 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 5. And I'm getting all of these numbers from right over here on my shape, plus W, and that's going to equal 24. Okay? So when I add all of these numbers together, 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 5 is 21. Okay? So 21 plus W equals 24. Hi. All right, we're going to go ahead and move 24 down here. 24 minus 21, okay, is going to give me what W is. Okay, 24 minus 21. Since we take our bigger number, subtract our smaller number, and we know W is 24 minus 21. And 24 minus 21, then over here in the margin, really quickly, 4 minus 1 is 3, and 2 minus 2 is 0. So we know W is 3 meters. Okay? Moving on to our next page. So hopefully you're starting to understand this a little bit. We're taking all of the sides, we're adding them all together, and they're going to equal our perimeter, and that'll help us figure out what W, or our letter, is. All right, finding the unknown side lengths of a rectangle. So this is going to be a little bit different of a problem this time. So we have a rectangle shape here, okay? And we know that this side is 5, we know this side is 5, but we don't know what L is. And we don't know what L is on either side, but we know they have to be the same because a rectangle's opposite sides are always the same length. Okay, so this side, which is L, and this side, which is L, are the same. So they have to both be 1 or 2 or 3. They have to both be 4 or both be 5, okay? So Lauren has a rectangular blanket, and the perimeter is 28 feet. We know the width of the blanket is 5 feet, which is these numbers here. And we want to find the length of the blanket. So L for length. So we can predict the length and add to find the perimeter. If the perimeter is 28 feet, then that is the correct length. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just predict. We're going to take a guess. And we're going to add it together, and we're going to try and find something that is 28. Okay? So they've given us a couple of numbers we can use to predict already. They've given us 7, they've given us 8, and they've given us 9. So we're going to add 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7 here. 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7. And we want to get 28. So does that equal 28? Well, that would be 12 plus 12, which equals, when we add those together, we get 24. So 7 is not our correct answer here. It's not going to work for us. Let's try 8. So we'll try 8 for side L. So 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 8. It's going to be one more in the last problem. So we're going to have 13 plus 13. Add those together. That's going to be 26. 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. Is that our correct answer? Is that what we're looking for? And we're looking for 28. Okay, so 8's not going to work, so let's try 9. So now we're going to have 14 plus 14. All right, 14 plus 14. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. This equals 28. And that matches up with what we were looking for up here. Okay, so 28, 28. So we know L has to be, the length has to be 9. So it's kind of taking a guess and adding the sides to figure out if we're right or not. Okay? Here we're going to find the unknown lengths of a square. So we have a square now. And you notice there's an S for each one. Why is there an S for every single one? We don't know any of the sides? Well, we don't know any of the sides here because a square has sides that are all the same. So if they told us what one of them was, we would know what all of them would be. So they're going to not give us any of them. But we do know the square has a perimeter of 20 inches. And we do know there are 4 sides. So all we're going to think is, well, we can multiply to find that perimeter. 4 times S equals 20. 4 times 4 sides times whatever the sides are equals 20. So what times 4 gives us 20? That's all we want to think of, okay? This is a simple fact that we should all know. We've been learning. And that's going to be 4 times 5. If each of these sides is 5, those would add up to 20. We can show that by multiplying. 4 times 5 equals 20. So each length is 5 inches. Okay, let's go on to the problems that you're going to need to do. So we're going to be doing numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on page 639. Okay? So for number 1, you are definitely going to want to use the method where you're going to add the 3 sides that you know together, and they're going to equal 25. So 9 plus 6 plus 3. Add them together, subtract it from the big number to find your answer. For number 2, this is one where you can take a guess. Okay? So you know this is 7. The shorter side is 7. So you automatically know J has to be bigger than 7 because it's longer. It's much longer, okay? So starting with a guess of 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 and figuring it out as you go, okay? But you got to get a perimeter of 34. So definitely take your guess. From anywhere from 8 to 12 would be a good place to start. Maybe start in the middle of between 8 and 12 and work your way up or down, okay? Number 3, we have a square here. We know that R sides are all the same. They're all going to be the same number, and we know our perimeter has to be 12. So think about what multiplication problem you can do. It's going to find the answer. How many sides are there? There's 4. 4 times blank equals 12 will help you find that answer. Number 4, again, perimeter is 32. Here's all of the sides. 3, 10, 6, 8. So you want to do number 4 just like you did number 1, okay? To find K. That's what we're missing right here. Number 5. This is a little bit of more of a challenging one. You got a letter G here. You got it for all sides because all sides are the same. Think about how many sides this shape has, and your perimeter's got to get 42. So you're going to do this problem kind of like this one, except we don't have 4 sides. Think about how many sides you have here, and your perimeter is 42 instead of 12. So you're doing 1 through 5, page 639. Feel free to ask me questions. I'm happy to help. And best of luck. This is worth 5 points for completing it and 5 points for having it correct. So 10 points in all. Best of luck, and feel free again to ask me any questions you have, and look for lesson 11.4's video for tomorrow's classwork. And have a great day. Mr. Koblenz, out.